Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Dior and this is Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright, so I am recording this a little bit ahead of time. I know voting is still going on, but I did get enough votes to at least get started with the next story stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Obviously the next location we go to will end in and will cause an encounter to happen. We don't really have an option here, so I can't make too many changes here. So I'm going to be taking characters obviously that can do what is suggested by the viewers here. So first things first is there's been some significant changes for Ramza. It's been requested that he become a wizard, and it's been suggested to possibly to change him back into a knight whenever he has to do sort of like solo duel battles and things like that. But to be honest, I'll probably see how far he can go with just as a wizard and see what happens. Anyway, so here we go, wizard. So now he's gonna get all of his good stuff here. So yeah, now he has the wizard robe, the triangle hats. The power wrist is now not so useful. In fact, let's remove that, and I'll actually equip a leather mantle. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get that diamond armlet. I don't know. Actually, let's see. To be honest, the diamond armlet would probably be better on Aaron. So yeah, I'll stick with leather mantle for her, or for him rather. The triangle hat does boost magic, and the wizard robe also boosts magic, so he does have quite a bit of magic. We do have a flame rod, which will, if you attack with it, there's a chance it can do explosion, but it also just having it equipped will strengthen all your fire attacks. So, speaking of, secondary is still going to be white magic. The reaction skill is going to be Hamado, but we don't have access to that yet. And then our support ability is going to be magic attack up, or two hands if we happen to be a knight, and obviously our movement ability is going to be the highest movement possible. Wizard-wise, we know explosion and chain lightning, it's going to be a while before we can learn magic attack up. That's okay. So yeah, we got some options here, and we have at least some healing spells, so yeah. We do have 67 MP, explosion cost 6 MP, and single target. Chain lightning has no casting time, so hopefully that'll be something to try. Now, something else I want to go ahead and mention ahead of time is I am actually recording a separate playthrough of this game, where I am just doing sort of a gimmick type of group and seeing how far I can go. For one, it lets me play on my own pace, and it also lets me kind of look ahead to see what's coming. So I know what's coming for this upcoming encounter, so level-wise, we're actually in a pretty decent level. When I fought it on my other save, I was actually below the level curve, and it was actually a bit more difficult. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and change Shun over to a monk, because I'm actually going to be sending him off into combat. And that is pretty much it. So yeah, he's maxed out on all of that. All of his skills are almost the same. I'm actually going to give him talk skill, because that's what he wanted. Speaking of talk skills, I'm going to go ahead and give him some talk skills that are actually useful. Preach is interesting, but I think I want some offensive talk skills, if possible. Either that or I do preach. I mean, preach would... It's either I go... going persuade and threaten, so I can have some actual offensive abilities, or I go preach and go for re-raises. And re-raises would be probably a good idea, but we do have reasonable characters, so you know what? Let's get threaten and persuade. Okay. And then dark sword. Okay, neither one of them can afford any new gear. Now what's going to be super annoying for this upcoming fight is there's a lot of steals and weapon breaks. Or not weapon breaks, but equipment breaking. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of trouble. Chizad, I haven't really got feedback on him as of recording, but I mean, actually there's been some feedback. He just thanked me for making him to have the most HP, which is mostly true, because Igris is higher level. But what I did change, just to kind of ensure he actually has his high HP and decent defensive gear, is I gave him maintenance. I bought maintenance and gave it to him. His original ability was defend, which I never use, so I figured that would be fitting. Anyway, so for the upcoming fight, I'm going to be taking Ramza, Aaron, Chizad, and Shun. Mainly because these characters are essentially completed. Oh, I did get some feedback on Aaron. She wanted Fly. So that is exactly what we have. I had exactly enough JP to learn Fly, so now she knows Fly. What Fly will do is it's like ignore height, but you can actually fly over obstacles as well. So it's pretty useful. I gave her the diamond armlets to boost both her attack and magic attack, because I think I use both for deciding dance damage. So we'll see how that goes. Besides that, I think we're good to go. Yeah. There's obviously some other feedback, but I'm not going to worry about that until I'm actually in a position where I can actually start preparing characters. Right, I think we're good to go. So what's going to end up probably happening is we're going to lose a lot of gear. There's not much I can do about it, but we'll just trek on. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and try this out. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and do a safety save. And let's just do a safety save, I don't know, down here. Alright, so if we go to this location here, and the location that we start in is actually not a town, so you can't actually purchase anything. You can only take 4 people, which is why I mentioned only 4 people. So, and Orc might actually become a Lancer soon. Actually, people who want to be Samurai, this will soon be your time. So, Aaron's going to go hide. That's her thing. Forge is of course going to be in the front lines. Sorry, not Forge. Chizad will be in the front lines. And then we'll take Shun reaction. I did do a few changes to Forge as well. He wanted move HP up, so I got him that. He still wants to become a Samurai, so I'll be working towards that. Well, I think he's already a Samurai, I just have to get him an actual Samurai sword. Anyway, let's get started. Oops. So yeah, this fight's pretty rough. Or it can be rough. Oh, so I think I talked about Flails the last video. Well, not the last video, but maybe 2 videos ago. I actually got that information incorrect, probably. I said that Flails acted very much like axes, where it's supposed to be variable damage. I'm actually like 75 to 80% incorrect with that. There is one flail that does that, and I think that flail actually doesn't have the usual flail trait either. So flails actually have their own specific damage formula. It is weapon power squared, just like a gun. So no matter how high your physical or magical attack is, your flails and guns will always do the same damage. So that makes flails actually very dangerous because their damage is reliable, because they have innate they have 100% accuracy, so they just hit hard. I swear, if you break my gear, okay, you just attack me, which actually hurts a lot. Gafgarion and Igrius are guests in this. And with my luck, she's going to lose her sword. Nope, she lost her shield, which is still annoying because that lowers her magic. Alright, let's get this started. Well, actually, before we start. So this guy is a thief with item and HP restore. He actually has a ninja sword. So that's a ninja sword right there. He's got headgear, which increases physical attack power. And he has HP restore, which is actually a hard counter against dances. Because there's a 50% chance every time he takes a hit that either brings him to critical or while he's critical, he'll actually restore all of his HP. Unless he dies. This guy's got battle skill. That's obviously we saw that. He has maintenance, so we can't do anything with that as far as his gear is concerned. This bastard here is a marksman with battle skill, which means he's going to do weapon breaks from a distance. And this guy has item and throw item. By the way, all these stats here are hard-coded, as far as I can tell. This is a priest with a flail and auto potion and yin yang magic. This is a priest with a white staff, defense up, and black magic. So yeah, it's a tough fight. What's going to end up usually happening is these marksmen are going to go up on these buildings here that are hard to reach and just start raining death on us. I'm at 2. Now, there's also something else we need to be aware of. And it is this bastard. He has speed save, so there's a 47% chance every time he takes a hit that his speed will increase. So we want him dead. Now granted, if his speed increases and he dies, his death timer will go faster. So it is what it is. So we're just going to go hang out here. Thank you for blocking. One of the archers does have, marksman does have concentrate. Shield break. There goes my shields. Honestly, losing the shields is not a big deal because it literally doesn't do anything except for one marksman because everyone else has 100% accuracy. That priest is casting Holy. Flails is thinking. And looks like you're casting Melania or whatever it's called. Alright. I have a few options. I can either... What's the range of Wave Fist? It's like 3, isn't it? Yeah, it's 3. Okay. So yeah, I can do a Spin Fist. Now, Spin Fist only affects your elevation, so I can actually stand here and hit both of them. Oh, that's Spirit Surge, not Holy? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm a little shocked that you were able to cast that before I could do anything, though, but that's okay. Okay, you just got critical, so you'll probably HP restore. Yep, he HP restored. Oh well. Wait, did you just hit my own guy? You just hit my own guy! What a... I mean, Agrius was super useless on my other save, and now she's just being a dick. But that's not gonna kill her. And Melania's gonna hit first. So, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do, Yeah, Melania's gonna hit first, and I can't stop it. Great. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna cast from here. I'm so close to being able to do something against her, but it ain't happening. We can kill this thief, and I definitely need that thief dead, so we'll just... Oh, I could have healed Ramza and he would have survived. Oh well. Alright, cool. So yeah, the damage, you only get very small increases in damage with the dance, even if you optimize, but it's worthwhile, because it adds up. even against auto potion. Revive Ramza. More than likely Ramza is just gonna get hit again by an arrow, but that's fine. There's Woody the Thief. And the good news is we'll be able to take out all these guys. Speed save, okay. So that triggered. Missed. I kind of wished it hit so I can get an HP restore, but that's okay. Ah, it didn't trigger. What it... Freaking the guy with 50 Brave got it to trigger twice, and my 74 Brave didn't trigger at all. Alright, you're gonna revive, aren't you? Nope, you're gonna heal. Here's gonna hit first. I can do 60 damage, but I can't kill her. In fact, I should have killed the other guy. That's okay. It was Navis is gonna kill, or was Navis was gonna kill Minerva. It will not kill Woody, but I'm okay with that. What we can do is try to go for the kill on him. Or at the very least, take out his freaking bow. Alright, so we don't have to worry about the speed save now. God, this fight went a lot better than my other one. Now he's dead. And battle's over. Missed out on drops and crystals and all that, but I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so the good news is, at this point in the game, I can now get access to the very first katana. We've got an Arbalist. Arbalist is actually pretty good upgrade if you're going bow guns. It's like 9 attack power base, which is actually better than some of the bows you can get right now. Alright. So up ahead, we got a monster encounter that we have to protect Boko. And then we have Zerkal Falls where we get to run into Delita and Ophelia. So yeah, we now have access to the very first katana. This is the Asura, which means we have access to the Asura samurai ability as well. For those who don't remember samurai abilities, the draw out ability requires the different katanas to activate different abilities. So even though we have access to the very first katana, that also means we only have access to the very first draw out ability. Now, katanas have good attack power. They can be either dual-wielded or wielded with two hands. They have very good evasion. And their attack formula is a bit different from other weapons. It is actually it's like attack power times weapon power times your percentage as brave. So brave actually has a significant effect on samurai swords. The other effect is they have a chance of causing a double hit, very similar to a bowgun. Anyway, I do know that at least 2 people are going to be using Asura knives. We can get access to round shields. We have access to headgear now, which increases physical attack power. Get a few of those. We also have access to mithril vest, which increase magic attack power, which isn't too shabby. And we have access to spike shoes, which increases jump by +2, which is actually, I think that's actually better than the vanilla version. We also now have access to leather mantles, though we have plenty of those. We also have access to shurikens now, which are just designed to be thrown by ninjas. And that is about it. And we're very well stocked in items here, so not too worried. We have access to high potions now, by the way. So in fact, I will go ahead and buy a few of those. So let's go ahead and get some people set up. So here's our samurai. So Forge is now a samurai and has access to the Asura knife. We did lose a bunch of shields, which sucks, but there's not much we can do about that. Let's see. Actually, the mithril helmet's fine. What isn't fine is the gold helmet. Also, while we're at it, Asura, it is area effect, point blank, 3 outwards, 2 vertical, fire elemental. In the vanilla game, draw out abilities have no friendly fire. In this version, it does. So it used to be you can just run around and just spam those abilities all you want. Now they kind of have to be a little bit more isolated if they want to use those abilities. But I'm okay with that. Also, as a samurai, Forge has less HP overall, but his base magic attack has increased, which will go well with elemental. Alright. Who else was going to be a samurai? Oh, that's right, Arya, which I don't have her unlocked yet. Okay. I need to buy a third sword. Okay. Alright, so at this point, I'm probably gonna wait until you guys given all your outputs, as far as what you want characters to do and all that stuff. Some people did asked about having a second character. I'm okay with it, but only if I have the room. And it's kind of gonna be my last thing to work on is second characters, because if you already have a character, I want the other people to be able to get their input in. Also, since I can only use up to like 4 people at a time, plus Ramza, obviously some of the characters I didn't get to use in Chapter 1, I will probably try to get them up and ready to actually continue with Chapter 2. Obviously some characters I use simply because they had multiple steps or the requirement was low. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and save here. And there's one more thing I'm going to try to do, and it's going to go this way. Okay, nothing here. Alright, one more thing. We'll try to go right over here. Alright, cool, we got it. So over here, you can get mithril swords, which of course give you, you know, plus magic. And we can get javelins here. So javelins are decent attack power. They have okay evasion for a weapon. They have reach, and also all spears in this game give you +2 jump. So got all that good stuff. Over here we have access to barbudas and all that good stuff. There's some mithril armor which increases magic attack, which is actually something I'm interested in. So let's get that taken care of. After all that trouble, I'll go ahead and switch this back to that, so he has as much offensive power as possible. And then you can have your gold armor back. I guess you can have your mithril shield, that's fine. And you can actually have... You actually need better movement. Alright. Actually... Oric was wondering when he'll finally become a Lancer. And the only thing that was preventing him from becoming a Lancer was the fact I couldn't get access to a spear. So here we are, Lancer. Obviously we don't need the magic power stuff on a Lancer. Lancers don't have good magic attack. They do have good jump, and so they start with a base 4 jump, and with the Javelin equipped 6 jump, which is pretty impressive. We do have access, of course, to the Lancer abilities. So if you don't get any of these, your jump range will be 1, and your height range will be 1, so you definitely want to at least get the first 2 here. Jump lets you jump straight up, it lets you jump off the battlefield, and you'll land on the location after a certain amount of time. If it is 100% accurate, so it's pretty awesome on that front. And if you happen to be using a spear, like you should be, you'll actually do the formula for jump is weapon power times attack power, or physical attack power. If you're equipped with a spear, it is 150% of your weapon power times your physical attack power. So usually he's doing about 56 damage base, but if he jumps, it will do about 84 base, which is pretty impressive. Okay. And I don't think there's anything else that stands out that I need. He's like 8 points away from getting move +2. Oh well. Oh, actually, no, sorry. He wanted something different. Ability, learn, move HP up. There he goes. So he's not super maneuverable, but of course he's got freaking jump, so it's not that big of a deal. And he wanted to try out move HP up, and later on learn ignore height, which will be a bit. Alright, so I think that's good on that front. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. When we come back, I will have, you know, done some preparations and all that good stuff for characters and new characters. So I'm the Depressed Eeyore, Final Fantasy Tactics. See you guys later.